Hello and welcome to my channel. This is the first time in a very long time that I did my makeup on camera. So if you'd like to see how I got this beautiful, very airbrushed look, there's no filter on me. This is all me. Very natural, very airbrushed, then please keep watching. So this is what started it all. I went shopping and I got this brush. It's a contour brush. I think it says foundation brush, but it looked like it was perfect for contour or bronze, whichever one I decide. But I'm thinking more of like I was thinking more of a contour type situation, a contour vibe. So that's what this video is about. I also, warning, would like to say that I've tried to, oh, you see that though? You see that? Right, get right up in there in that cheekbone situation. Yeah, I saw the vision and I was gonna go for it. So there's a face. It was I did all my skincare, did all the stuff. I have not done a makeup video in a long time. Every time I wear makeup, I'm not sure what it is, but I have like this allergic reaction now ever since I tried the Juvia's Place eyeshadow primer that I'm very allergic to. I found that out quite quickly. Look at my beeps. And ever since then, I just cannot wear makeup without it feeling like contact dermatitis situation where I don't know if I need to just restart my whole buying all new makeup or like what's going on. But even after this, my face was red and inflamed, especially around my eyes. I woke up the next morning, they were super swollen. I can't keep doing that. So I did get an appointment, or no, I didn't, I lied. I'm about to set up an appointment to see a dermatologist or talk to my primary care physician to get that figured out, because I really enjoy doing makeup. It's fun, it's cool, I enjoy the process. But anyways, also the products are going to be in the description box, I should say. What I'm using there is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Concealer in the shade 400 because it's kind of orangey on my skin, and I use it to spot conceal under my eyes and any hyperpigmentation that I may be having, which unfortunately I am very prone to. I hate that. It gets that time of the month when I get like hormonal bumps here and there, and then I'm a picker, so I pick at my skin and it's just all she wrote. That's all she wrote. That's all it takes. And I hate that. I hate that about myself, and I would like to change, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But as I was saying before, I'm sorry, this video is kind of long. It's going to be like 35 minutes. It's looking like. I zoomed you in. Oh, I got to tell you about that too. Oh my gosh. I'm going to just ramble this whole time. I'm going to ramble for 30 minutes. So hang in there. Hang in there. What was I saying before I wanted to say what I'm going to say next? I was saying that, oh, yeah, I want to do my makeup again. So I'm going to be booking that appointment here soon. I have been trying to like figure out what exactly it is, and I've narrowed it down to a few products, and I've tried to like give myself allergy tests and whatnot, because before this I never gave an allergy test to any of the products because I don't have sensitive skin, or I didn't. And then that Juvia's Place eyeshadow primer base just changed my life, unfortunately, and not for the better. So now I have to go through and see what's causing what. But okay, back to what else I was saying before I finished that. I got a new camera. That's why the room looks a mess. Don't look too closely. It's really none of your business. But there's boxes galore back there and just stuff. And I did a number on my card and purchased a new camera. I purchased a new microphone, which obviously didn't work, which is why I'm doing a voiceover, because I do have it pinned to my shirt, as you can see. So that's embarrassing. The blush I'm using is Rare Beauty in the shade Joy. Rare Beauty Cream Blush. It doesn't say, it just says Rare Beauty. Anyways, Rare Beauty, the shade Joy. It's a coral peach type of blush. I typically like that kind of shade on me. I'm not too into the pinks, but this, I don't know that I would wear. I did wear it before, where it was basically just that by itself and something else. I don't have blush blindness, so take that as you will. But when you blend it out, it actually looks really nice. It's a bit, I guess that's the thing, it's very pigmented, which is not a real complaint. It is not a bad thing when you buy something and it does what it's supposed to do, correct? Like, that would be an asinine thing for me to be upset about, because like, it's pigmented. Like, isn't that what we want? You don't want to put something on your face that you can't see. But that being said, it's a very rich color, so I'm kind of underpainting with it, if that makes sense. So I'm going to put the blush on first, and then foundation and etc on top. And I like the way that looks. I like the way it came out. It's giving exactly what it's supposed to give. So with this new camera that I got, it also zooms in on its own, auto zoom. It zooms in and it goes for like 40, I timed it with this video, it goes for like 45 minutes before the battery needs to cool down. And that is a huge improvement from my last camera, which only recorded in 10-minute increments, didn't zoom in, and it didn't have a viewfinder thing. So I was, most of my every video I've had up until now that I wasn't using my phone, I was definitely on the struggle bus. The foundation I'm using is not a foundation, it's a BB cream. So what I'm putting on my face now is the Maybelline Dream BB Pure Skin Clearing Beauty Balm 8-in-1 Skin Perfector with the salicylic acid treatment. Salicylic acid acne treatment. Girl, mouthful. I don't even know if they sell this anymore. I was trying to find it online, and I only saw the pink one, which is the hydrating one. I'm not sure what that is, but I got the blue one, and it is in the shade 140 Deep Sheer Tint. So the darkest shade, that is the darkest shade from this BB cream. So if you are about my complexion or darker, may not be for you. I feel like this, I'm actually shocked that it's a little light for me. It's not really my skin tone, but as you can see, it is. Does that even make sense? It's not, but it is. Like, I can pull it off. That's what I'm trying to say. I can pull this off very fine. It's like, it's not that big a deal. But the fact that there's like 3 or 4 shades and this is one of them, it is what it is. But it's giving skin, am I right? It is. It is giving skin. And the fact that I also bought, with my camera, I bought a remote that you can zoom in and stuff. Like, I went out. My pockets took a little bit of a hit, but it's coming back to me tenfold, so I can't even complain. And this is what the face is looking like so far. Very cute. So for the concealer under my eyes and whatnot, I use Fenty Beauty, again, the Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Concealer, but this is in the shade 385, and I feel like that is like the shade, about the shade I typically go for when I'm highlighting, because it's not too light, but it's not my skin tone, as you can see. I have a very reddish undertones, and this is I don't know. Would this be considered neutral? I don't think it's warm, but it could be. I feel like it's more neutral though. I feel like the shade 400 was very warm, but this one's more neutral, I would say. I don't know if I would consider it cool toned, but it's more on the neutral end, but it still does what it has to do. And I blend it out with my fingers because I want as much product as possible under my eyes. But I do go in eventually and buff it out with a sponge. So then I also do a line on my nose just to bring back some dimension. I don't really typically, you'll see later on in the video, I don't typically do much as far as like changing my features. I feel like I just highlight what's there and keep it pushing. I don't try to change anything. I don't try to give myself a nose job with my makeup products. But if that's you, girl, more power to you, because I actually don't even know how to do that. I've seen plenty of videos, but I don't know how to do all that. So we're doing what we can with what we got. Also, that was the other thing. See, y'all, this is literally a look into my mind, because this is me on a daily basis. What I'm using is the matchsticks, Fenty Beauty matchsticks in the shade Truffle. And I warmed it up on the back of my hand, and then I'm taking my brush, the new brush that I just bought, and I'm just warming the face up. So I guess it is like a bronze. I'm bronzing the face, I guess. Yeah, that's what we'll call it. And I like it. I like the brush a lot. I like it's dense. I like that it picks up product really well and it disperses it also very well. Yeah, good stuff. But that's what I was gonna say probably like 10 minutes ago, and I totally forgot. Apologies. But with this new camera, I was recording this video that you're seeing, and I don't know what happened. One, the audio isn't there. This is why I'm voice recording, as I've said. But two, when I went to edit right now, I find that the video is slowed down so much. Like I don't even know how to describe it. It was slowed down so much that this is literally the sped up version. Sped up like 400%. I don't know what happened. And when I try to speed it up even more so that you're not like, so that, you know, you can get through this video. Maybe you don't have 35 minutes to spend with me, which is fine. I won't be offended. I might be a little offended, but I won't be too offended because I get it. Life is life. Then I can't speed it up. And that to me is more work, because now I have to talk for 35 minutes. I mean, I could put music on this. I won't though. I like to ramble. So you're just gonna get me uncut and unfiltered. I might cut this up a little bit, but you're gonna get me uncut and unfiltered. And I know that's what you want. And I know that's what you were waiting for. So go us. Go team. So as you saw there, I put some of the matchstick on the sides of my nose. Again, not to like do anything, I don't know. What would you call that? Not to change the shape of my nose, but to bring back dimension. Yeah, that's what we were going to call it. We're just bringing back the dimensions of my face. And we're tapping it out to blend it. And see? That's my nose. It doesn't look too different to me. And I also use this Airspun loose face powder, the shade Translucent Extra Coverage. I've had this is literally one of the first makeup purchases, not the first, but one of the first makeup things I purchased. And I started doing my makeup a while ago, I want to say my early 20s. And so I've had this for way past what I would assume is the expiration date. And you see me there trying to find an expiration date. And there is not one to be seen on the package. So I don't know if it comes on the box or like, I'm looking at it now. I literally don't see an expiration date. It doesn't say replace in 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. It doesn't say anything. So that's I'm not sure if that's concerning or not. What is concerning is the fact that I've had it so long and there's still so much in here, and thus I don't know that I will be, I don't know, like, should I replace this? I probably should, huh? Take a vote in the comments. Should I replace all of my makeup, which I should be doing anyway, or should I just keep going and like live life on the edge as I've been doing? You tell me. But I put this under my eyes. I blended out my eyes just to make sure that the concealer didn't settle into any fine lines that I may have. Those designer bags under my eyes, you feel me? And so I just use a sponge. I tap out, not a sponge, I use a brush, tap out any excess product on the brush, and then dab it under my eyes in a triangular fashion, as you saw. And then I also put some on my forehead. Yes, right there in the center. Nothing too crazy. I have a small forehead, so I don't need y'all to be paying attention to my forehead. Just, it is what it is. And then I'm setting the concealer on my nose. And oh, I think right there I was saying how much I missed doing makeup and how it just feels good to be back. And then I put some of my smile lines. I don't usually do this. Things don't settle. I don't really have smile lines. I think I'm just being extra, to be honest. Nothing settles in that area yet. When the day comes, I will be prepared, but that day has not happened yet. And then I put some on my little chinny chin chin to highlight that area as well. I have a small chin. I have just a small individual. So then we're taking this Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Powder in the shade 355 Coconut, and it looks too light. I'm not even going to hold y'all. It does look a bit light when you open it up. Like, it shouldn't match my skin tone. And yet I take this big fluffy brush and I just use this to set the rest of my face that is not set with airspun, because I found way back when that if I just set with airspun, obviously I was giving Casper. Even though it's a translucent, it was giving Casper. So I needed to bring some color back into my face, so I got the Fit Me, and it looks a lot better. As you can see, it's not too far off from everything else. I'm taking this, I think this is Essence. I couldn't find this when I was digging through my makeup to do this video voiceover. Sorry. But I think it's an Essence. Pretty sure it's an Essence pencil with the little brush, the little brush thing on the cap. And it's in the shade black because, I mean, I'm not afraid to put black on my eyebrows. Not saying you should or should not be afraid. I don't think it's that. I'm just saying I'm not afraid to put black on my eyebrows, and thus I put black on my eyebrows. It's very light-handed though. As you can see, doesn't that look good? Doesn't that just look like it matches what I got going on? And does. My eyebrows are black, and if they're not black, they're like very, 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 very dark brown. So why not put black through my eyebrow hairs? Yeah, exactly. I was struggling a little bit though, I'm not gonna lie. And Yeah, my eyebrows needed to be, I don't know. I can't say they needed to be groomed, but they would have looked better had they been groomed. Because we got to speak life into ourselves, you know? Like, I look good regardless, but it could have come out better had they been more groomed. But they still came out really good. And thus, you know what? Never mind. You get it. You get the vibes. You get all the vibes. So I'm just going back, and I start at the tail end of my brow and work my way up. And I make sure to do what I gotta do under studio lights and all that stuff. I think it looked a little different than on camera, but whatevs. So here my camera cut off, it overheated. This was like the 40 something minute mark, which was really good. But off camera, while it was chilling, I did the rest of my brows, which kind of look kind of thicker than a Snicker, but it's okay. That's my brows. And then I put more translucent powder. As you can see, I put it under my cheeks, which I'm wiping off, which never, I don't know, I need to stop doing that, because to me it never looks the way I want it to. I feel like it still leaves a white cast, and I don't like it. It's fine if there's like a small white cast on your chin or on your nose or whatever, because like that's on purpose. Under my cheekbones was not on purpose. Does that make sense? It has to, because I'm not explaining any further. I don't like the way it looks. I mean, it looks better after you do a setting spray or something, but I just don't like the way it looks so obvious that you cut your cheekbones. Does that make sense? I think so. So yeah, anyways, I was very happy with the camera, and at this point it looks airbrushed, and I'm going back in with that big fluffy brush that had the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless on it, and I'm just trying to get rid of that white cast a little bit more. Then I'm taking my my contour. Is it contour? I don't know. I go in with another powder. We'll just say that. Bronze powder. And it is the ULTA Beauty Contour Kit. So we can call it contour. I don't use it like a contour. Do I? I don't know. And I'm using the shade Golden Bronzer and or Goddess Bronzer. And it's like, I don't know that they have these shades anymore. This is kind of old too. I think they renamed some of their stuff. But it is their ULTA Beauty Contour Kit. And I'm using the two bottom shades on the left. Nope, the right. I lied, it's on the right. The two dark brown shades on the right hand side of the palette. So yeah, looking good. I don't know why or when or how, because I don't have any filter on my camera, but it was at this point that things looked airbrushed. I'm going back in with a smaller brush here and that same contour kit, and I'm putting it in the corners of my eyes, down the bridge of my nose to bring back some color. Again, not snatching the nose, just bringing it back to life. You feel me? And then I'm going to sweep it across my crease, I think, at some point. But it was at this moment that I looked airbrushed, and I even looked in the mirror and I took some pictures. No filter, no nothing, and it looked so, I don't know, it was like pores wear. Pores texture wear. It was there, but you couldn't see it. There we go. Oh, now you can see the palette. You saw the far right too. Whatever, you saw it. Those were the shades I was using. Eyes, kept it simple because that's unfortunately the place that gets the most irritated when I do my makeup. And then I'm taking a blush, NYX Sweet Cheeks Matte Blush, creamy powder blush. It's a powder though, and it's in the shade Citrine Rose, and it's a nice, it's like a pinky coral shade. which complements the Rare Beauty blush underneath very well, I would say. Not too much, just enough. And then we're taking highlight. Oh dang, I didn't grab the highlight. It's okay. It's the Wet n Wild highlight in the shade. I'll have to put it on the bottom. But if you haven't yet, Wet n Wild highlighters, so good. I'm sure there's better on the market, but if you're looking for a drugstore one that doesn't look like chunky glitter on your face, Wet n Wild, ooh, I'm telling you, I literally always get compliments on my blush. No, I get compliments, period. I get compliments all the time, but I get compliments all the time on my highlight, if I'm wearing a highlight, and it's always this one, and it looks so good. It looks so freaking good and lustrous and just delicious. So I put it on the cheekbones, high points of the cheekbones, down the bridge of the nose, and tip of the nose. I love a nose highlight. I don't care if it's 2016 makeup. I don't care. It looks good. I'm sorry. It just does. And then I put some on high points of my forehead a little bit, just to show you I too can have a forehead. It's more like a 3-head, but And then I'm using this NYX Professional Bear With Me Prime Set and Refresh multitasking spray. I'm using it to set my face. I don't even know, but I drenched my face, and I low-key feel like this is one of the things that's breaking me out. Not breaking me out, but like I'm having a reaction to. But it's not supposed to. I never used to. This is like my second bottle of this. It didn't do that before. But you can develop allergies over time. So maybe I just developed an allergy to makeup. Something in makeup. I don't know. I don't even wear it enough for that to happen. That would really upset me. Anyways, I curled my eyelashes. I never do, but I just felt like doing it this time. And oh my gosh, I can't speak. I was gonna say eyeliner. The mascara I'm using is the Maybelline, the Colossal Curl Bounce one, because it looked cool. And I needed something. I don't know. Maybelline has really good mascaras. So I just went to the aisle and picked one. And that was the one I picked. And so far so good. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. It does what it needs to do. And then I do my bottom lashes. I don't typically feel like I need to, because I feel like when I do that, unless I'm wearing like an eyeliner, like a wing, I feel like it brings my eyes down, even though I try to focus it in the corner. I don't know. I feel like it doesn't do the bottom lashes doesn't do my eyes justice. I have beautiful bottom lashes, but I feel like it makes my eyes droopy. I don't know. Do you see what I mean? You might not. Maybe I'm being overcritical. And then I'm taking some of that highlighter and putting it in the inner corners and sweeping it across the inner corner just so it looks more, I don't know, blended. I guess you could say that. Yeah, like a blended situation that you can't clock my T by saying, oh, inner corner highlight. You don't know that. Maybe I just look that awake and that like put together. Period. Moving on. I had this lipstick in mind. Oh, I'm tightlining. Tightlining my eyes with, I don't know. I think it's like just a regular pencil thing I got from the dollar store. I always keep a cheap one on hand so I can tightline, because I don't feel like I need anything expensive to do that. It doesn't run. So I tried several different lip liners. This one is the NYX one in the shade Nutmeg. I didn't like that. It was too close to my skin tone and not what I wanted. So then I'm going in with the shade brown, and again, not really liking that. I wanted something a little darker, a little something, just a little, it was better, but it just wasn't, I didn't like the way it looked. Just like, I mean, it's okay, but I wanted something more bold, if that makes any kind of sense. It does. So yes, those are the two I used first, and I just did all of it because I'm like, maybe I can make it work, and then I'm like, no, I want something else. So then I'm using the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the shade Club Hopper, and I'm like, you know what? This is the last one. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it do what it do, and it's gonna work out just fine. So that's what you see me doing here. I'm just putting it all over where I put the other two, and it worked out. Actually, I like that shade better than the other two, so we're gonna keep that going. And I don't know why. I don't think I can ever, I'm kind of a low-key a perfectionist. I never feel like I can line my lips in a way that makes sense to me as far as my perfectionist tendencies go. It's like, I don't know. That doesn't look too bad. But blending it out a little bit, smacking the lips together, blending it. And this is what I mean by perfectionist. Anybody else would have been done by now, but here I am. They wouldn't even have taken this long to do it, and here I am, just like, I don't know. Moving on though, there is this gorgeous MAC lipstick I got when I worked at a makeup store, and it is the shade Spice It Up Lustre Glass Lipstick, the shade 522 Spice It Up. And it's like, it's a buildable one, so it comes on a little sheer and then you can build it up. But I also noticed that it doesn't rub off. Like, if you let it dry down, it actually doesn't rub off for real. Like, it kind of stains your lips, and I like that a lot. But this is the makeup, y'all. Zoom you back out, see that messy room I got back there. Don't mind that, for real. If you stuck with me this long, you're a trooper, and I think we should be friends. So you should follow me on all the things that people follow each other on, listed in the description. Of course, give your girl some love, I'll give it right back. And look at that. Yeah, pose. I think this came out so well. I wore it, I think I took this off immediately, and I still ended up with like swollen eyes and all that stuff. But these are the pictures I took. I think I'm gonna put them in the thumbnail. If I didn't, remind me. And it came out so, like, I didn't put any filter. I don't do Facetune. I don't edit my pictures. I don't edit my videos. I give it to you real and raw because I don't care. Personally, I just don't care enough to do stuff like that. I should, perhaps, I don't know, but I don't. So this makeup came out, I don't know, better than anything that I could have imagined. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. Thank you for watching, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for sticking with me this long. Thank you for listening to me ramble. I'm probably gonna edit some stuff to make it more cohesive, but probably not, because that's not who I am. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.